Nobody can intimidate us for this election. Nobody can intimidate us for this election. Yesterday, I was told, and today I read on pages of newspaper that one governor, the governor of Cant State, Ayasu, he said is Ganduje. He said he was going to isolate me until the election is over. That tells you if Nigeria is supposed to be a country, who is supposed to be isolated? Who is supposed to be isolated? A man who pockets dollar in Bavarian from contractors is not isolated, and you say me will be isolated. You see, that's why I say this country, where are we heading to? Look at me. As somebody who puts dollar from left, right, in Bavarian from contractor is saying that I will be isolated. Let me assure you, why they made Ganduje the chairman of the campaign council is because of the dollar they saw. It's because of the dollar. But for the dollar, Ganduje will not have been made the chairman of the campaign council. But what they don't understand, that we, from the Niger Delta, will chop the dollar and will take him into coma. So, Ganduje, your dollar will not work in Edo State.
All right, guys, so you heard it all. Though it's very funny, but that was actually an exposition. You get me? Remember, so a few years back, Ganduje was involved in a fraud scandal. You get the scandal actually spread throughout the entire social media, and in that video scandal, Governor Ganduje was seen, you get me, accepting bribe, and it was a dollar bribe from probably a contractor. You get, so the video is in public domain, it's everywhere. If you search for it, you're going to see it. So Ganduje actually received money, and it was actually on camera. You get me? It was actually on camera. But what surprised people was that Ganduje denied he was the one. It was so obvious, clear that was Ganduje. By the end of it, he denied that he was not the one, and the EFCC didn't even say anything. Buhari never said anything, you know. So that was what actually surprised a lot of people, and that people have been using that. That has become a thorn in the flesh to EFCC, because people have been lambasting EFCC. Why haven't you investigated Ganduje? You get me? Why haven't you come out with something? You are investigating other opposition governor, but what about this Ganduje? You get, so, and people know that it was closer to election time, and so APC didn't want to do anything that will actually aggravate the situation, so they allow it to be. But people were thinking after the election that EFC would do the needful, but nothing happened. So what are we trying to say here is that Governor Ganduje was involved in this mess, but nothing has been done. So that is what Wike is using to quaff him. You get me? That is, he was turning dollar in his babariga, and that's the person that talks about isolating him, who should be isolated. So guys, that is it. What Wike said is an exposition. You get me? So that is it. But before this time around, I want you to listen to the video where Ganduje actually boasted that he was going to isolate Wike and humiliate, Obaseki come that election day. I want you to listen to it.
The issue is that, first of all, we know PDP made Wike their chairman. I assure you, we'll isolate Wike in an isolation center. Yes. And before he recovers, the election is over. The PDP decided to accommodate our former governor in Edo State, not because they have anything common, not because they share some ideological feelings, but simply because he is managing the treasury of Edo State, and they want him to use that treasury in order to win the election. But I assure you, the people of Edo State are watching. They know that somebody who was assisted in 2016 to win an election, somebody who was given every cooperation to succeed in governance of Edo State without doing much to the people. At the end of it, he has taken the treasury and now handed it over to PDP in order to win election. The people of Edo State will not accept this treachery. The people of Edo State on the 19th September will come out en masse and vote APC 100%, I assure you, for this election. You know that APC will make everything possible to win this very important election. The reason why I'm saying that, you know, the composition of this committee, we...
All right, guys. So, what do you think about this? A lot of people are of the opinion that APC is planning everything, you get me, in its power to actually rig the election. That's what they're planning to do. And this will involve, is not new. A lot of people say that this system of rigging is not new because they are going to unleash thuggery. That's what they're going to do. The days of using police to rig is over. People have actually complained about the police being complicit with in rigging. So what they do now, they shield the police and use thugs. And those thugs, some people even say that they are even police in mufti. You get me? Rigging. How can you imagine a situation whereby police will be in a polling center together with soldiers and ordinary thugs, you get me, who are not security agencies, will enter and throw away everything, destroy everything, cut away voting materials and without any resistance. So it's such a shameful thing. So people know that that is what they are planning to do, and that is what Ganduje did to win election. Remember in Kano State, when the election was conducted, the PDP were actually winning not until the deputy to Ganduje actually went to the polling unit, the collation center, and scattered everything. He went in there and actually stopped every process, and I think he was arrested as at that time. He was arrested. So now the next thing we saw was Tinubu traveled to Kano and gave Ganduje some tips to use thugs. You get to use thugs. So people know that APC is going to use thugs. They are going to unleash thugs. You get me? And some people are of the opinion that Wike also is going to rig because he has everything at his disposal to win the election. He has the money, you get me? He has the money, and then also to probably he has hired his own thugs. I don't know, but I feel that the party that is in power is going to do the rigging. That's what I feel. So what do you guys actually think about this? Who do you think stand advantage to win this election? You get, assuming the election is going to be free and totally fair. Free and fair, which I doubt. I don't think it is going to be free and fair, given the previous result of the election that have been happening. Like, look at the one that happened in Kogi State. Look at what happened. You get me? How even, in fact, if you look at the treatment they meted to Makinde came with PDP entourage to actually, on that election day, they were in the hotel. You saw how they were assaulted. In fact, Makinde said, if not for the help of God, probably it would have been hot. You get? So maybe that is what they are trying to do. Remember that the police, you get me, are with the APC. I'm just telling you this, the police are with the APC. If you want to look at what happened, just I think 2 months now, the IG of police relocated the commissioner of police in Edo State. He relocated him to another place, and you know that is actually what they want to do, because they are preparing to rig, and the new commissioner of police is not going to be on the side of Obaseki. So what do you guys think? I want to drop your comment, and before you leave, please do ensure that you subscribe to this channel by hitting the red subscribe button. Click that bell icon to stay updated with all our latest news and updates, and also to make sure you drop your comment. Let me know what you think. Let's meet at the comment section. Thank you very much. God bless you.